Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have this video for you guys. It's gonna be sort of like a tag. It is a fragrance slash perfume tag. Recently I shared a perfume haul here on YouTube, and I just got this response from it that made me realize that there are so many people that are very passionate about fragrances, as I am even more so. So this fellow YouTuber, she sent me a list of questions that I guess she came up with herself, and it has a list of 16 questions, and I was just so excited to do this tag for you guys. I've never done one on my channel, but I couldn't pass this one up. I also wanted to introduce you guys to a service that I just recently discovered online. It is called Scentbird, and Scentbird is a website. It's one of those subscription-based services, and what they do is they offer sort of like a deluxe or a bigger than a deluxe size sample of fragrances that you can sample before you go out and buy the full bottle. A lot of these fragrances I've had for a while, but fragrances are so expensive that to be able to test them before you actually buy them is such a huge bonus. And if you are a perfume junkie like myself, you get the opportunity to sample even other fragrances that you don't necessarily want to buy the full bottle of, but you kind of just want to wear it and test it out for a bit before you commit to a full-size bottle. And the other thing is that most people, at least where I live, apart from Sephora, most of the time when you buy fragrances, you can't really return it, and you don't really know the true essence of a fragrance until you actually put it on yourself. So unless you wear it out for a few days, test it on your body chemistry, it's kind of difficult to see how well it's gonna work for you. So I think this service is quite amazing because you can get to test different fragrances. So this is what the packaging looks like. It comes in sort of like those perfume atomizer bottle, and it is so handy to travel with. I actually don't travel with my full-size bottle. I always travel with samples of fragrances, but those sometimes, depending on how I choose to bring it, sometimes they crack in my little bag that I bring them in, but I never travel with my full-size perfume bottle. It's just too risky for me. So something like this is also very good because, you know, it comes like that. You kind of twist it, it comes up. You can use it and just spritz it like that, or you can just, you know, pop it out, and it shows you what the name of the fragrance that you've chosen is. The one that I chose for this month is the Crystal Noir perfume by Versace. These are just fragrances that I'm very interested in. I've heard so many positive comments about this one, but I honestly just wanted to test it before I actually go out and purchase it. So as I said, this is a tag, so I am gonna jump into the questions. And the first question is your favorite winter fragrance, and the first one that comes to mind is the Angel fragrance by Thierry Mugler. If you guys remember, the first perfume video I did was my top 5 winter fragrance. I still have not done a top 5 spring, summer, or fall fragrance, but this question I feel like is gonna like bring all of those things into perspective. So this, I would say, is my favorite winter fragrance. It's the fragrance to me that come around winter, day or night. It's just the one that I reach for. This is the fragrance I would definitely say I would classify as a winter fragrance. It's just too powerful to wear in the summertime, so winter is when I reach for this the most, and you need so little of this fragrance. So I've had it for years, but because I use so little, I still have quite a bit left. Next question, favorite fall scent. Okay, so for me that has to be Prada Candy, the original Prada Candy. And this one is just such a sweet fragrance that it reminds me of spices, and it's getting cold and you want something that is just warm and fuzzy. That's what this fragrance make me feel like. It just brings fall to me. Next question is my favorite summer scent, and for many years it was always Daisy by Marc Jacobs. This is the Oh So Fresh one. As you guys could see, I've used so much of this fragrance because for years, every summer, this is the one that I would turn to. However, for this summer, I kind of left that one alone because it's almost finished. So this summer it was Dolce by Dolce & Gabbana, and this one is in the Floral Drops edition. It's just such a light, airy, floral, but also fruity fragrance that is not, it's mellow. It's not very mellow, but you know, it's not very strong and overpowering as the original one. But yeah, I absolutely love this one, and this I would say is definitely my summer 2015 fragrance. Oh, next question, favorite spring scent. I would have to say that has to be Couture La La by Juicy Couture. I'm not sure why this is my spring fragrance. It's not, and I mean, think of the season, right? You're just stepping out of winter where you wear more stronger fragrances, and this is sort of like that in-between fragrance. Like, it's not too fresh, it's not too deep, but it's definitely, you know, it's definitely in that middle, you know. I don't know how to describe it. It's just that fragrance for me that come spring I reach for. It's florally, it's feminine, and it just embodies spring to me. So yeah, Couture La La by Juicy Couture is definitely my favorite spring scent. Next question is favorite clubbing fragrance. I actually don't go clubbing anymore, but when I do go out on a date or, you know, anywhere that I'm gonna be dressed up or going to an event in the evening, it is a tie. I would definitely say C by Giorgio Armani. This one is the intense one. It's just that fragrance for me right now that I reach for. However, I felt like I did so much of that I'm now turning to this fragrance by Salvatore Ferragamo. It's called Emozioni. I hope I said that correctly. This is just such a unique fragrance. I did feature this in a haul before, and this is just a fragrance to me that I can't really place. It's just such a unique scent. It's very mature, it's feminine, but it's also not your typical floral scents. I'm not sure what the notes are because I really don't pay attention to notes. I just kind of smell something. If it resonates to me in a certain way, that's what I go for. I just know what I like. I probably just don't know why I like it, but I absolutely love this fragrance. So yeah, Salvatore Ferragamo Emozioni is definitely right now my go-to date night, evening, event style fragrance. I definitely would say floral. I like other undernotes with my florals as well. I don't necessarily want it to be a predictable floral. I want there to be other elements to it. So maybe some fruits, maybe some black pepper, maybe some wood, maybe some, you know, just some other things. Like I like it when it's also a little bit musky, so you know, bring some little strength and that masculine energy to it as well. So I definitely love floral, but I love to mix other elements of femininity with it as well. So I would definitely say, in a sense though, floral scents are my favorite types of smells. Your regular everyday fragrance. This is definitely hard for me because I try to use different fragrances all the time, but if I had to choose one right now, the one that I am most reaching for nowadays is the Prada Candy Floral. I don't know, this is just the one for me that if I'm just out the house or if I'm not spritzing this, I would definitely go for this. This is definitely not as sweet as the original Prada Candy, but it's florally, it's just an explosion of everything pretty and good in a bottle. I absolutely love this fragrance. Ooh, your ultimate favorite. I think this is a very difficult one for me, and only because I am not that person that has one fragrance. I just have so many, but I think the perfume that embodies me the most right now is this one, and I think that it's feminine, but it's also deep. There's a lot of depth to it. There's a lot of different layers to it. There is that musky undertone to it as well. It's very intoxicating. It's very sexy. It's very sensual. It's very captivating. I just love everything about this fragrance. I just don't know what else to say about it. I just absolutely love it. So if I had to choose one, which I really don't want to, it's very difficult for me, I would say this one. Least favorite perfume. Actually, the first thing that came to mind is a fragrance that I had from Hugo Boss. It's called Jour, J-O-U-R, and that fragrance actually, it's so odd, it's so bizarre. So I had my fragrances on a chest, and above the chest was a mirror, a huge mirror. The mirror came crashing down all the fragrances literally splashed all over the place, and the one fragrance that broke, the one perfume that broke, was that fragrance from Hugo Boss. I think I only wore it once, but I bought it on duty free, and ever since I bought it I just never liked it. So yeah, that was the one. It was such a bizarre thing, but there were so many. All of these were there, but when the mirror came crashing down, that was the only one that broke. So definitely that was God. That was definitely God that day. Like, he was really on my side, and he knew how much my fragrances mean to me, and the only one that broke was the one that was my least favorite, and that one again was Jour by Hugo Boss. Favorite collection of fragrances, I would say right now these are those are the Versace fragrances. I have the Bright Crystal. I also have the new one called Heiress Parfum, and I recently got this one from a 250 point perk from Sephora. It's in this tiny little bottle, and of course I just showed you guys the this one that I got from Scentbird called Crystal Noir. I don't know what it is. I'm just really captivated or drawn to the Versace line of fragrances lately. Next question, on a romantic date, I would say right now the one that I feel like I reach for more is the Versace Heiress Parfum. It is my second favorite fragrance in my collection next to C, because it just has so many different elements and so many different levels, and you know, like, it's not completely feminine, it's also very edgy. It's also like kind of like warrior goddess, and you know, she's woman but she's fearless, and she's woman but she's feminine, and I don't know, it's just that fragrance for me. So I would say my favorite date night fragrance right now is Heiress by Versace. Next question, most bottle bought. Okay, weird thing about me again is that I actually stop using my fragrances once they've gotten to say this point, and once they do, I kind of store them somewhere else. It's so odd, like anytime they get to a certain level where they're almost finished, I just stop using them. But I would say that if I do finish a bottle of fragrance, I don't know if I would repurchase it, only because there's so many out there to try that I probably would try something else. I just like to try different ones. So yeah, I don't know if I would repurchase any, but I would have to give it to the Marc Jacobs Daisy Oh So Fresh, because it's the one that I think I use most often. Most common scent. The one that comes to mind for me is the Valentina by Valentino. This one is just so fresh, it's so feminine, it's so common. It's just the perfume that I think I have, which is just the most subtle. So this is the one that I would definitely say is my most common fragrance, the Valentina by Valentino. Perfume on your wish list. There is just so many that is on my wish list. I think there's a brand called Hane Mori is on my wish list. The signature smells from Tom Ford is on my wish list. Definitely Flora Botanica from Balenciaga is been on my wish list now for about a year. Yeah, I think those are the three that I can definitely think of. Oh, and I feel like I always go and try the Jo Malone fragrances, but I just never take the plunge. And the last question is the one that is almost gone, and I have a bit of those, but I once again will say the Marc Jacobs Daisy is the one that is almost gone. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you do want, I am gonna tag a lot of people that I noticed that do these kinds of videos as well. Thank you so much to the person that sent these questions to me. I will leave her info in the description box, as well as the information for Scentbird as well, and I will list these fragrances there as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.